Welcome to Husband and Wife Gamers. This is Husband, and we are back to Sunset Point and my version of the city. Wife and I are both building different competing versions of this city, and today I'm on my backup computer, so I apologize if things are a little different looking and sounding than normal. This is not the normal computer we use, but gotta do what we gotta do to make things work. Today we're trying to get to Small City, and the first thing I'm going to need to do is build a new interchange, because we're going to develop a new section of the city over here next to where the park is going to go. I'm not 100% sure that this interchange is going to stay exactly the way it is. I would have liked to have a single point of merge here, but I also didn't want to build it completely straight. Liked having that angle there, so I want to try something new. Wife's interchange is interesting looking. I will definitely be happy to see who thinks mine is better than hers. Eventually, we want this area to kind of be like a red light district, if you will, kind of leisure type thing. Additionally, this is where the main park is going to go. So we have this being developed here. It's a nature type park, camping and fire and stuff like that, fire pits and things. So most of it's about the walking trails and trying to keep those in such a way that they follow the ground. I know that every time you put one down, it kind of changes things as well. You're carving things out of it, so it's a delicate balance between, working with nature and maximizing what we can do with the space. There are a couple points like that one up there where I'm thinking about putting another entrance. The neighborhood that we built terraced in that area is just getting expanded as well.
At the Forest Foundation, we care about three things: tree things, nature things, and the third thing, bird things. The homes of native birds are being destroyed at an alarming rate. That's why our goal is to give a birdhouse to every bird on Earth. Humans stopped living in trees ages ago. It's time we invited birds indoors with the rest of us. Do your part and text Dirty Birdie to 3030 to donate a bird bath to 30 birdies.
One thing it doesn't come with is a bunch of trees, so I just kind of put those in after the fact to make it look nicer, more wildernessy. I like having this little tiny, touristy type neighborhood over by the park. And then also, since we're trying to get 8,500 population, I went and backfilled some of the areas that were open. We were planning on putting some higher density stuff in later. Now, we still, with backfill and one new neighborhood, are not going to get to 8,500, so I also need to build another new neighborhood. That's what we're doing over by that industrial area, behind the place that I named Champion Circle. So this area is pain to try and put the roads in. I was trying to do something new and it didn't really work. But anyways, long story short, so far every neighborhood has a theme to it. And the neighborhood I'm building right now, that one, I didn't change the roads until after the recording. So for the next episode, you'll see a new name for that district and some new road names to see what the theme is there. Once again, it's going to be similar to past themes, but a little bit different. So we'll see how that goes. This corridor here that you see above there, that's where the rest of those services are going to go, but if I run out of service buildings, we can go ahead and make that a small city park as well. Here's where the main shopping center is for this area of the city. We got ourselves a Target and a Safeway, and we're backfilling the rest of the pad with restaurants and small shops.
Bring the whole family to At the Old Grain Mill, old-fashioned family restaurant. At the Old Grain Mill always has the best service and the best home-style meals in town. We'll make sure you always leave At the Old Grain Mill with a smile and a full belly. Now, be sure that you come down to At the Old Grain Mill, old-fashioned family restaurant, and not the abandoned grain facility at the edge of town. It's not safe for visitors and poses serious risks to anyone who dares enter that old mill, which was forced to close down years ago. We ordered our sign and uniforms before we learned of the existence of that dangerous old flour mill, so we are not responsible for what happened there on that awful night. We just want to focus on making great meals every night at the Old Grain Mill, old-fashioned family restaurant. At the Old Grain Mill, from our family to yours.
This is a more traditional for me type neighborhood setup, and that's why on this one, instead of kind of just zoning with the fill-in zone tool, I was going in on this one and painstakingly putting in one little bit at a time so I'd get the houses that I want. Walking paths in there to try and help make things a little bit better as well. And in the middle there, that high density. I really wish we had medium density because that'd be perfect for that area. As they start moving in and developing that area, I need to check the traffic, and I kind of like what I'm seeing numbers-wise, but this particular intersection I wanted to upgrade so that there was a dedicated turning lane in that road. This is where I wanted those low-rent offices before, but we couldn't build them, so now we're doing that. A little bit more backfill with some row house type things. Now that people are moving into that new neighborhood, I'm going in and back zoning those properties. They all start building. Now this was supposed to be the red light district. We couldn't do it at the time, so now that I've converted it over to a leisure district, I have to delete all the old buildings in there. In the vanilla game, they'll delete themselves when you change the district, but I have a mod there that doesn't automatically do that. And then when I'm trying to build this parking lot, I make a small mistake that turns into a huge problem. I built that road there and it accidentally connected to the freeway, and I don't realize it until after I upgrade all the roads and realize my traffic is horrendous. So I finally get rid of that little piece of road there, replace it with one that doesn't connect to the freeway, but it's too late to save my traffic. The traffic is awful. So in the next video, I'm going to have to fix the traffic before my next neighborhood.